Thank you for joining us for College Commons Week as we explore the next steps in the college admissions process. My name is Janine Coutu, and I'm with the College Foundation of West Virginia. We are extremely excited to host our second annual College Commons Week event, an opportunity that allows us to work together with college campuses to help students navigate the college-going process. This afternoon, we are pleased to announce that representatives from West Virginia University at Parkersburg has joined us today for this webinar series. Joining us from WV Parkersburg's Office of Admissions are Admissions Counselor Nicole Schutz and Barbara Dunbar. Thank you both for joining us for this new statewide initiative. Through this statewide initiative, we aim to help West Virginia students and their families prepare for and transition to college. As I get ready to turn this presentation over to our presenters, I ask that you use the chat box to ask any questions you may have throughout our time together this afternoon. Staff will address those questions and ensure that they are answered before we conclude today's webinar. This webinar is being recorded and will be made available on cfwv.com later this week. With that said, Nicole, Barbara, welcome, and now I turn this webinar over to you.
Yeah, thanks for having us. So my name is Nicole. I'm the admissions counselor on the main campus in Parkersburg, West Virginia. And so on the next slide is a little short video to show you some spaces around campus if you haven't been to campus before. It kind of gets you a feel for the environment here at WVUP. Alrighty, so here at WVUP, we want you to succeed while also having a good experience. Everyone is family here, so it's a family environment. Well, maybe if I can talk. Class sizes are small, so the professors really get to know you and you get to know them. So they are here to help you succeed and be successful as well. We have more than 50 degree programs. A lot of people don't know we have a lot to offer. Those can be completed in 1, 2, or 4 years. We are the only community and technical college in West Virginia to offer the 4 years bachelor's degree. Each of our programs give you the professional experience while using state-of-the-art technology, and we offer flexible schedules. So when you go to meet with your advisor to schedule your classes, we do offer online evening and day classes to help work around your work schedules and commitments that you have, so that you can still earn your college degree. On this slide, it shows all the majors and concentrations that we offer here at WVUP. We offer a little bit of everything. We do offer a couple online degree programs. Here recently, a lot of more students are interested in those. Child development, it's completely online. That's your certificate, associate's, and bachelor's degree. And then the bachelor's in supervisory management also is online, and that plays on to any applied science degrees. If you get the associates, then you can go and get your bachelor's in supervisory management. If we don't offer a program that you have and you kind of want to stay close to home, if you're close to Ripley or Parkersburg area, then we do offer the Associate of Arts and Science, which you get your general classes done here and then transfer them to the bigger 4-year universities to earn your bachelor's or master's degree in the field that you want to study. We are affordable and we offer flexible schedules, like I mentioned earlier, online day and night classes to help work around the schedules that you might already have. We do offer one of the lowest tuition costs here in West Virginia. You can go to college here for 4 years, which is getting your bachelor's degree and paying no more than $20,000. One thing that I think is awesome that we offer is, say you take 15 credit hours a semester, you're only going to pay for 12 of those, and then we're going to pay the rest. So basically, you're going to get 1 to 2 classes paid for by us a semester, depending on how many credit hours you do take. There are some grants and scholarships offered, which we'll talk about here in a few minutes. West Virginia Invest is a last dollar in West Virginia grant for all West Virginia residents. And WVUP Ascend program is for students that are coming into college with less than 15 credit hours. So if you have taken some early college classes in high school, then you will still qualify just as long as you don't have more than 30. And then we do offer scholarships as well. A lot of the scholarships are found on our website, but there are also local scholarships. And in high school, if you're talking to your counselors, they might have some local scholarships in your area as well for you to use. I know one of the most commonly questions asked recently, just with the unknowns and everything changing, is whether or not classes are online or on campus. And I kind of want to answer that real quick. So for summer, classes are going to be online. Of course, there are some labs that offer in-person classes as well, just because you can't learn with your hands while doing it on the computer. But we're hoping for classes to be back in person in the fall. So on our schedule online, you are going to see more of in-person classes there. So a little bit more about the campus life, whether you have applied already or you haven't. It's always good to know kind of what's gonna go on around campus. So some clubs and organizations that we have are the Student Government Association. Programs have their own clubs, like the nursing program, criminal justice program, Surge Tech program. We do have a gaming club, a music club, art club, and then the veterans have their own club that's hosted by the Veterans Resource Center. Tutoring and Testing Center, it's free for all students. The tutors are all former students of the class that have mastered it and have been recommended by the professors. Right now they are offering online tutoring, and I think that they'll continue that in the fall, but also have some in-person tutoring as well. And there are online study materials for students to use that's offered 24/7. And there's extra things like the HESI exam practice, study materials, stuff like that to get you prepared for the programs here on campus. And they also have a newly renovated space with updated equipment, which is going to help you study. And there's more space to do like group study in there as well. We also offer activities for students to participate in while they're here, and there's usually something for everyone to enjoy during lunch hour. Mostly there's activities in the student lounge. Some things that they've done in the past are wreath making, macrame, pool tournaments. They have brought dogs from local animal shelters in to help de-stress during finals week, and some bigger events that we've done in the past is WVP's Got Talent. It's just like the show. It's just kind of our version. And we've done a drive-up trivia. And Samantha is super good at getting students involved and coming up with new things. And she's always there for suggestions. If you have activities that you think that we should be doing here, she is always up for taking some suggestions. We do have a Veterans Resource Center here. So if you're thinking about joining the military before going to college, or if your parents have already been in the military and you're wanting to use their veterans benefits, we have an advocate here, Darren Shearlock. He's awesome about helping getting all of that set up for you. And he works as a liaison between you and the VA in order to help you solve any problems or get the answers to questions that you might have. And his office is it's like a room, and they do their club there, and it's just a nice relaxed room for veterans to hang out in and study and that type of thing. We are the only college in West Virginia that has our own radio station. There's music for everyone to listen to, and it's open to all students. If you're into hosting talk shows, that's available for you as well. And career services is available for all students and alumni. They help students that are undecided on what they want to study, and they help them identify their interests. They help prepare to develop skills necessary to conduct successful job searches. They help with resumes, cover letters, interview skills, and successful job searches. Also, they help students and alumni navigate their early years of their careers and partners with Alumni Association. And I'm going to pass it over to Barbie to go over the rest.
Hi, I'm Barbara Dunbar. I'm also an admissions counselor here at West Virginia University at Parkersburg. The first thing I want to hit on and cover with you guys is our Professional Advising Center. Quality academic advising is an essential component for achieving educational success in college. And our PAC Center is staffed with full-time professional advisors that help students with scheduling as well as registering for classes. Each PAC advisor in our center works with a specific division on campus to further enhance their own advising and to provide supplemental advising support and up-to-date information about new programs that are going to be offered to our students. We also have a Riverhawk food pantry available. It is a resource offered to students at no cost, so they nor their family have to worry about having food. All the student needs to do is to request assistance through our Center for Student Support Services, and they'll plan for the student to pick up either items at either of our locations. We partner with Barnes & Noble to provide student access to required and recommended course materials needed for their success through our campus bookstore. Our on-site bookstore offers logoed apparel, gifts, textbooks, school supplies, and even electronics on campus. Our Alumni Association, we continue to build a strong, long-lasting alumni legacy through our Alumni Association. We strive to keep a whole network of alumni with inside information to assist current students and even our graduates with career information. You'll find that beyond graduation, WVU Parkersburg alumni contribute as leaders, innovators, and entrepreneurs that are educated to productive members of the community in which they live in. And lastly, we'll cover our Wellness Center. We do have an on-campus wellness center. You can find from lockers to showers to a full size aerobics room. We also have an area with cardio and strength training equipment and even an outdoor fitness trail on campus. Next to WVU Parkersburg, you'll find a hands-on component for all of our majors with dedicated state-of-the-art labs to learn in. Just some examples include stimulation and skills labs for our nursing students, a partnership education center housing a vast array of learning tools for our education majors, criminal justice simulation labs, a welding lab. We also offer learn and earn programs for computer science, computer information technology, and our chemical polymer operator programs. And we even have an art studio available, and these are just to name a few. Here at WVU Parkersburg, we strive to help students explore, prepare, and earn from education clear through to employment. Whether students stay in our immediate area or not, you'll find that they gain employment all around the world. As you'll see on your screen, some examples of different locations that house a lot of our students in regards to employing them. One not mentioned on your screen is the FBI field office located in Clarksburg, West Virginia. They seek to employ our students, and you'll find that representatives visit our campus multiple times a year to recruit throughout the semesters. And lastly, I want to just discuss multiple options that student has here in order to help pay for their college. Initially, we encourage each student to start by applying as early as possible for the FAFSA. Through FAFSA, it's easy to apply. They can go online at fafsa.gov or download the My Student Aid mobile app to complete the form, and be sure to include our school code of 003828. Once they complete the FAFSA, it offers them financial assistance through grants, work study opportunities, and federal loans. Secondly, West Virginia Invest is a state-funded grant program that covers full cost of basic tuition fees for select certificate and associate degree programs. Here at WVU Parkersburg, we offer 11 certificate and 14 associate degree programs in high demand fields that are eligible for this grant. Also, we offer Ascend. It's a research program offered to West Virginia colleges. We are one of 2 in the state of West Virginia who can offer this. It is a grant focused on providing students extra support to ensure that they receive their certificate and associate degrees within 3 years. Students who are in the program receive personal advising, career counseling, waivers for tuition, and more. And lastly, I want to cover with you our WVUP Foundation Scholarship application. Here at WVUP, we offer a variety of scholarship opportunities. You can submit 1 application per academic year and be considered for over 84 scholarships through our foundation. You can find that application directly online through our website at wvup.edu. Nicole, I'll hand it back over to you.
So, okay. Okay, so if you have not already applied to WVUP, you'll want to do so by going to our website at wvup.edu/admissions, and that'll bring you to our online application. It's super easy. There's 10 steps. It just asks some personal information if you've attended college anywhere else in your high school, and things like that. And if you do need help filling out the application, feel free to reach out to us and we'll be glad to help you. We do love for all of our students to come visit campus before starting classes, just so you can explore and get a personalized tour. It's always fun to see the labs that you're going to be in if you're interested in the nursing program or criminal justice program, or even the surg tech program. Those are fun labs to kind of see before you go in there, to know what to expect before you're here on campus. And we do offer in-person tours, so feel free to reach out to us and schedule a time that works best for you to come out to campus. If you have already applied to for your FAFSA, or you haven't, I just want to remind you to go ahead and do that and put our school code, which is 00328, so that we have the way to process your FAFSA, so we can see what you get in financial aid, grants, that type of thing. We don't require SAT or ACT scores for admissions, but if you have taken it, remember to go into your accounts and send us your scores. Those scores, depending on where you score at, they help you get out of some English and math labs. Lastly, keep up to date with us by checking your email or phone for application updates, or just to learn more about what's going on here at WVUP. We like to send text out just to let you know things that are happening here on campus. And lastly, if you've already applied and you're ready to register for classes, I just wanted to put this slide on here to let you know how to get registered for classes, because it's always important to know. So the first step would be, after you complete your application, you'll get an email letting you know to complete orientation. So you'll want to do that by doing that online, and it's basically an accounts access, getting into your WVUP email and student accounts. Once you've completed orientation, you'll get a follow-up email just letting you know, hey, you've completed orientation, here's who your assigned advisor is. And they also send you their contact information, so that way you can get a hold of them and schedule a time to meet with them and create a schedule. Lastly, you will log into your office's account, which is your student account, and follow the instructions in order to register for classes. And if you need any help doing so, you can always feel free to reach out to admissions@wvup.edu, and we'll be more than happy to help you through that process. And that's pretty much the end of what we have. On this page is our contact information for the Parkersburg campus, along with the Jackson County Center where Barbara is, and I'm here at the Parkersburg campus. And the best way to get a hold of us is admissions@wvup.edu. And if you ask specifically for one of us, they'll forward your email to us, so that way we can get in contact with you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I do see that we have a few questions in the chat, so I'm going to go ahead and read those. Can students start their own club if they are interested in one that currently isn't available?
So yes, they can. The best way to do that, needing help going through the process, is by emailing communications@wvup.edu, and they'll help you through the process and help you in any way that they can in order to help you create your own club.
Great. Thank you so much for answering that question.
Yeah.
And we have another one. One second. Are mental health services available on campus?
I'll let you answer that one, Barbie.
Okay, absolutely. We have a whole center for services offered and dedicated to our disability services. So we do have someone who coordinates that. Kurt Klettner would be the individual to contact for that. And you can reach out to him at kurt.klettner@wvup.edu, and his information is also found through the directory on our website.
Wonderful. And then the last question I see in the chat is, when would you recommend that students buy books for their classes? Do you offer any tools on the campus bookstore to help find books and recommended classes?
Yeah, so on our books, at our bookstore here on campus, and online is a Barnes & Noble bookstore. So once you actually register for your classes and the professors decide what books you're going to need for the class, you will get an email letting you know, like, hey, your books are available to view, or I'm not 100% sure how they word it, or you can go to the website of our bookstore and type in the CRN of your course, and it brings up what books are required for the course. I do want to mention on the topic of books that here at WVUP, we do allow you to use financial aid if you have any extra financial aid in the bookstore the week before classes. So that way you don't have to be like, oh, how am I going to pay for books or that type of thing. That is available for you to use when the time comes. They usually start that the week before classes start, so you can use that.
And we have it embedded within the student's account. Once they register, a book list is automatically available for them to print off, and we can assist them in locating that through their student issued account for them to print off and then go to look at what materials are either recommended or required for their courses.
Okay, great. And then I'm just going to ask a few questions that we've heard from students. What deposits or fees need to be paid before arriving to campus?
There are no initial fees
Okay.
in attending WVU Parkersburg. Once you register as a student, there are 3 main fees that are associated in with your tuition and fees. There's a student engagement fee, a parking fee, and Nicole, what's the other one?
Online fee.
An online fee for technology.
Yeah, that's what it's called. I couldn't remember exactly what it was called.
But initially, that's all included within a student's tuition and fees, which again, if they seek out financial assistance opportunities, can be covered under those.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And then I think another question we've heard a lot, what does parking look like for first-year students on campus?
Yeah,
we have plenty of parking available at either of our campuses. there are no designated slots. Some are marked specifically for state car or employee use, but other than that, students are free to park on campus lots.
And we do not require parking passes to park, like Barbara said. There is a $25 parking fee, but you don't need parking passes or anything like that to park on campus.
Awesome, great. And I did see that another question popped into the chat. Does WVUP offer work study positions to help students pay for school?
We do. So when you're filling out your FAFSA, don't forget, it'll ask you, are you interested in being a work study? You can put yes, no, or maybe. If you're interested, put yes, but if you're not really sure, put maybe. So that way you still will be able to accept that in your financial aid award. The positions are found online on our website to let you know what offices has openings for work studies.
Okay, I think I've answered all of the questions that have come through in the chat. Is there, oh, let me just check. Yeah, I think that's everything. Is there anything else you all want to add?
No, that's all we have unless you have something, Barbara.
We would love to welcome anyone to the River Rock community. So if you're interested, by all means, use the contact information listed on your screen to reach out to somebody.
Sure.
Wonderful. And with that, I'd like to thank the team from West Virginia University at Parkersburg for joining the College Foundation of West Virginia during College Commons Week. Please be sure to reach out to them with any questions you may have. And thank you to those who joined us to participate in this webinar series. If we could be of any further assistance, please reach out to us at cfwv.com. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Have a good day.